let's take a quick moment, by the way. I started this last week by myself. I miss having you here for this because I wanted to at least deliberate Imola. But I want to rate the race. Now, you might get this impression of me that I can't stand Monaco and that I think it's a really stupid race and that it's not really fun to watch. And it hasn't been fun to watch for a long time. And that like it's really there for the commercial value and it's really good for advertisers to kind of rub shoulders with celebrities and stuff. And that, it's kind of,
which there was not a whole lot of this weekend.
And that it's really just like it's a fun like media spectacle. But at the end of the day, the racing sucks. So you might get that impression of me. And you'd be right. This is a 3 out of 10 for me, dog.
3 out of 10.
Dude, this sucked. I mean, look, I'm happy for Lando. Like, that's cool. But, like, there was no, like, big storyline this weekend beyond, obviously, qualifying is a big deal. But, like, there was no big story that happened.
I think the only thing that could have made this weekend more basic was if Max won.
Dude, honestly, yeah, that's a good point.
There's like, oh, we had Monaco and Max won.
Shocker.
Move on to the next.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been as exciting to talk about. This entire, 25-ish minutes that we've been going on would probably have been about 13.
Yeah.
So thank Lando Norris for that, kind of.
So my takeaways.
And Williams.
So my takeaways, I kind of wrote down some of the things that were a little bit more surprising. And I'm going to bring these up because I think this goes into why I'm going to rate the race the way I did. So we already talked about Williams' double points finish. V-Carb had a spectacular weekend.
Oh, yeah, they had a double points finish, too.
Lawson P8, Hadjar P6. We'll talk about Hadjar maybe in a little bit more in a couple of weeks. I know we have some varying opinions.
You don't like Isaac Hadjar?
No. I think that there's a little... You remember how a couple of weeks ago we talked about how many seat swaps there might be for Red Bull?
Oh, you think he might...
We'll get to it. Let's see how
we're going to keep our eye on it.
Let's see how this V-Carb thing works out. Ocon secured P7. I don't know what the hell a Haas was doing there, but it was there.
Yo, what the Haas?
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously my guy Lando winning. So for me, Monaco was more of a 5 out of 10. I think there was interesting.
No decimal, just straight 5.
Yeah, I'm not probably not going to be a decimal guy for this whole thing. I think the 2-stop strategy, it adds wrinkles if there's safety cars. There really wasn't a safety car situation where teams were able to take advantage of them. I know Max was waiting for that, obviously slowing Lando down towards the end of the race. Well, literally.
But it would, again, which didn't matter anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And I think my reasoning for that is there was definitely still storylines coming out of Monaco. Williams was driving slow. Some lower teams scored points.
The most conversation this weekend really was just strategy. Yeah. Like, this is probably one of the last weekends I've heard this much talk about, like, when people are going to pit, when they're not going to pit.
Yeah.
My takeaway, if you wanted my 2 cents on it, I would have pit lap 1 immediately.
Yeah. I think a couple of teams did. Like, they pit very, very early.
Yuki Tsunoda pit early. I think Colapinto might have. I think Ollie Behrman. Like, there were a number of teams that did do that. In my opinion, what you should have done is pit lap 1, start on a soft tire, just fly through it, pit lap 1, put another soft on there, and then lap 12, put on like the freshest medium or hard you have, and then just ride it out and see what happens. That would have been what I would have done. Hire me. Feel free. I think Steak might need some strategists.
Well, they don't need designers. They have a cool car. I mean, we're not going to dive too deep into it, but Steak
looks better now than it did before.
Yeah, I like it a little bit better. It's a little bit more nuanced.
Yeah. So overall,
5 out of 10 for me.
Yep, 3 out of 10 for me.
Let us know in the comments what you think. Rate the race 1 out of 10. You can leave decimals if you want. Even if you have the time, give us a quick explanation why you rate it the way you do.
Yeah,
we'll do.
If you love Monaco and you disagree,
you live in Monaco.
Hell, if you live in Monaco, we'd love to vacation. But yeah, let us know in the comments below what you think. If you completely disagree with me, in the comments below, I will read it and I may or may not reply.
You will.
I might.
We will try to reply to all comments. Okay.
All's gracious. Some of y'all are
okay. Don't be just downright mean though. Okay.
Some of y'all are a little wild in the comments. Let's be honest. There are some things that have been thrown in there. I'm like, I'm not going to touch that.
Fair enough.
I've warned you not to touch that.
Fair enough.
But we appreciate you, TLP. Subscribe.
The nice ones we will reply.
Or if you have something generally like, it's conversational.